Good evening. Let's take a look at doing an update. It's changed a little bit. Microsoft only gives you the cab files, compressed files, so it's a little different process, and the searching is also a little different to find the monthly updates for Windows 10. This is a Windows 10 computer, and I'm going to go ahead and quickly uh, look at the About information. So I just type About in the Windows search field, click on About this PC. And what we'll see here is it's an Intel processor, so it's not an ARM processor like a Snapdragon processor or something that runs in a tablet um, or other small devices. And also, I'm running a 64-bit version of the operating system, in this case, Windows 10, on a 64-bit processor. You can run 32-bit Windows on a 64-bit processor. That's okay, but I'm running 64-bit. Now, you can see also this is Windows 10 Home, but version 22H2. That becomes important in just a little bit. So let's go ahead and open a browser, in this case, Edge, and I'm going to search for Microsoft Update Catalog. Again, that was Microsoft Update Catalog. So you'll see here, it's important to note that it says update.microsoft.com, Microsoft.com at the end. Sometimes companies will inject, because of your search, their own update site, which is usually pumping bad software down to you. So I'll click on the link and we'll go to the Microsoft Update Catalog. And this may take a while, it's just a little bit slow. So now this is the important part. I'm going to search for Windows 10 security update. If you don't do that exact search, you'll get all kinds of other updates that are not what you want. What you can see here is these are all larger files, 600 plus megabytes. The ones that are 372, you can see that's for an x86 or 32-bit version of Windows. What we're looking for, we can see we are x64 based. So we are, excuse me, not the ARM processor. And so what I'm going to do is take a look at this one, this Windows 10 version 21H2. Remember, we are 22H2 x64. So this is the one that we want. And I'm going to click download. And then I will click the link for the cab file. The cabinet file is a compressed file, and we use DISM to install it. So I'm going to do a save as, or click on save as. It'll come up in just a minute. And you can see that I have an update file. This is in my downloads, which is under my profile. That becomes difficult. You'll to go to that full path. So I'll go right to the C drive, create a new folder called update, just a temporary place. And I will double click on update. It's right off on the C drive, and I will click save. So now what's going to do is that's going to come and download that file. Um, if I were to just search for example, I want to show you what happens if you just search for Windows 10 update, because that's what I did originally, and it makes sense, that you might search for that. This is a very unforgiving search. If you misspell something, it won't give you any results. It's not like Google where it tries to uh, correct spelling. It just doesn't. So if I just do Windows 10 update, you can see I get all kinds of other critical updates. They don't say security update. They are critical, but they're rolled up into the bigger update that we downloaded from December, which is last month's update. So I just wanted to let you know that it's important to put security update in there and search, and it will give that to you. So yeah, you can see these are much bigger files, and then you're just picking out what version of Windows. Are you 21H2 or 22H2? Are you 64-bit? x86 right here means that you are 32-bit. And this is for 22H2, and the 32-bit for 21H2 is down here. So that's just, you might have to look at this a couple of times to get that exactly right. But let's see how our update's going here. I mean, our download. It's still working on it. So we should be done here shortly. This download could take you 3 or 4 hours. It's pretty good size file. So depending on your connection. That's why it's important to grab this file and copy it onto a thumb drive, because then you can give it to your friends to have them install it, and a link to this video. Now let's go ahead. When you do install a cab file, it's a little different process. So how to install um, a Windows 10 monthly update in cab format. So I'm going to do a search for that so we can find the instructions for it. I also use Copilot, which works really good to find this kind of stuff too. So what you can see is we have this, and these instructions do look correct. And you can see we're going to use the DISM command. Those are not very good instructions. I don't like those very well. Let's see if we can find one from Microsoft. Yeah, see the pop-up ads. So annoying. I didn't generally like to find my updates from Microsoft. Sometimes you can't when you're looking for these sorts of things. You just have to be careful what you click on. I know that when I went to Copilot, it gave me a better search result. Well, and let's also do a see more here. I'm going to click on their include. You just have to be careful where you get this from. Sorry to be so picky, but it pays to be picky. Like they should have exe on the end of this DISM. That's why I know this is kind of not a good instruction. Sorry about my dog barking in the background there. Someone was walking by. Well, I'm going to go over to my, and you may not be able to see this, but I'm going to get my instructions from Copilot. And what I want to do here is I want to run Notepad. And let me paste the command in here. So this is what we're going to do. We have DISM, which you know we've used before to clean things up. And my package path is C:\update. The rest of these things are notes. And so I'm going to go ahead and delete that and delete this piece. Now I'm going to get the name of our cab file. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my file browser. Come on. I guess I'll right click and choose File Explorer. Like I said, this machine is pretty slow. Here it comes. Okay. Now let's go to our C drive or PC, and then we'll go to our C drive here. And you remember on our C drive, we just had an update folder. So I'm going to go here. And this is kind of an important piece too. Let's see if it's going to show me. I'm going to slow click twice, and now I'm going to press Control C, or you can right click and choose copy. And I'm going to go back to my notepad. And I'm gonna go ahead, come on, Notepad, where are you at? There we go. So I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna paste in my file name .cab. So now this is the command I want to run. It is looking at the C colon backslash update and the name of that cab file. So I'm going to copy this whole thing, Control C. I'm going to click on start, if it will. Yeah, like I said, this is slow. I'm going to type CMD in search. Then I'm going to right click on the command prompt, run as administrator, because we're installing. We need to make sure we're administrator. Click yes. Now what I'm going to do is click on the little icon in the upper left, choose edit, and then choose paste. Now you can see I have that command in my command prompt, and I'll press enter. Now what's going to happen is this is going to go ahead and it's going to install that update. I hope this is helpful, and it'll come through and show you what it's doing. And once this finishes, it'll prompt you to reboot, and that's how you do your install. I've got to run off to a meeting, but this will work great for you. And let me know how it works, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.